when the album came out in America, that was like overnight 120 radio stations were playing Balls to the Wall. And we started Kiss in America. So that was really like
breakthrough.
Something, you know.
Udo, nice to meet you. Welcome to
nice
Prague.
To meet you.
You're touring now, celebrating the 40th anniversary of Balls to the Walls.
Yes.
You just published or republished the album. You re-recorded the album.
Yes. So yeah, that was, let's say that it was not really planned to do this. So normally it was planned just to do a 40 years anniversary tour for Balls to the Wall. But on a lot of festivals, and we met a lot of singers, and they said, "Oh, you do something special for the 40 years anniversary." And we said, "Yeah, touring." And then they said, "Oh, you know, this album, you know, inspired me, and I would love to sing a song, blah blah blah, you know." And and then we were sitting down and said, "Okay, make the attempt to touch the holy cow," you know.
So that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in the end, we think we made it. I mean, of course, there are a lot of friends I have. It's like Joachim of Sabaton, Biff from Texan, Doro, Miller from Creator, D. Snyder. You know, I know all these guys. And also, my son came up with some more modern, like Nils Molino. You know, and he said, "Yeah, that's a really good one." So, and in the end, I think I'm really happy that we did it. It's a very interesting thing. And here we go. So far, the people like it.
But if you think back to the original one that came in '83,
yes,
like, what's the first thing that you remember about that album, like, or the process or something? Is it anything special?
When we start working on the album, on all the songs, and the only feeling what we had at this time with Balls was that there was no filler on this album. You know, each song was good, and that means the whole album was round. So, but in the studio, we were young, interesting, and also, we was not that perfect in English. You know, that's why our management, Gabby, she wrote all the lyrics. Okay, not completely alone, but you know, we was like, and yeah. But nobody really was expecting that this album will be the album for Accept, you know. So especially, in Europe we already was, let's say, quite famous. Of course, we was in '81 with Judas Priest on European tour. We did our own European tour also with Balls. And then when the album came out in America, that was like overnight 120 radio stations were playing Balls to the Wall. And then MTV was just new, and they did a heavy rotation with a video clip of Balls to the Wall. And we started with Kiss in America, so that was really like
breakthrough.
Something, you know. This album makes it more, you know, like a worldwide success. So we are international, worldwide band, little ones before from Germany, you know, but and then it was like, wow, here we go.
It wasn't the plan, it just happened.
No, that was just happened, you know. I call it like in America, like overnight sensation. You know?
There was a lot of controversy, like, you know, London Leatherboys, and what's the name of the song, Love?
Love Child.
Yeah, Love Child.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of these songs were, well, people said that they had a meaning. Did they have this meaning?
Yeah, but let's say, of course, when the album came out, also with the artwork, you know, and there was a lot of people that said, "Oh, this is a gay metal band from Germany," you know, they had nothing to do with gay metal. But London Leatherboys, for example, was a shop where we were buying our leather stuff, you know.
Yeah, but like a biker shop.
Biker shop, you know. And Love Child, Love Child was already in the 80s when we came up with this song, you know. Like now, it's everybody talking about normal about this, you know. If it's a man or a woman, you know.
It was controversial.
So, but at this time it was something like, ooh, people was like, what they're talking about, you know. Yeah, so there are a lot of stuff on there also, like, for example, Balls to the Wall is like beginning, it's the same meaning today, you know, like the people sometimes on the wall and get pressure from, I don't know, political this and this and this, you know.
And is this your favorite album that you made with Accept, or is there any other album that you would that you care more for?
I mean, Balls definitely is one. I mean, one of the favorite albums, but also I like very much the Breaker album.
Yeah, that's a great album.
That was for us in a way the breakthrough in Europe, you know, with this album. And so I mean, and here we go now on tour with this album.
Is there any album that you have made in your career, either with Accept or after on your solo career, where you felt that the album didn't get the love that it deserved? You know, is there any album that is like your little black duck? You know?
Not really.
No,
not really. I mean, the only album of Accept was the second album, I'm a Rebel. That, for me, that was an album like searching. You know, what kind of direction? That was really searching on, like the rest.
If you, I mean, I guess 40 years ago when you made Balls to the Walls, you were not imagining that you would be here 40 years later touring the album.
No.
Was there ever a plan B? I mean, like if music wouldn't work for you, would that be Udo the accountant or Udo the lawyer or?
No, I mean my parents, they had a tool factory at home. So that was always the wish of my father, you know, to take over the company. But I was not really interested in that. You know, music was always my thing I want to do. And but now my brother is doing it.
So there is, it's
in the family.
It's not the tools.
Yeah. So
okay,
so I mean, in a way, it was crazy to do it, you know. I mean, of course, if you say, okay, I want to be a professional musician, I mean, you need a lot of luck. You know, there's so many things. But I mean, already with the first album of Accept, he was quite successful in Germany, you know. But the funny thing was, when the album came out, that the people said, "Oh, there's a new English band," you know. It was like, eh?
Is there something like now we are like it just came to me when you were saying this. Is there any one thing that you think has made your career this long? I mean, I don't know, like you wake up early in the morning or you work hard, or like is there some? What's the secret sauce here?
I don't know. I mean, okay, when I start, I mean, I was not. I didn't know that I'm after 50 years. Yeah, over 50 years I do this now. And I'm still here, so what can I say? I mean, sometimes it's like really like, whoa, really? But, you know, I mean, I think if you stay that long in the business, I think then you do something well.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so, and so now, I mean, this tour, you know, the Ball tour is, I mean, this is the third sold-out show in a row, and so many shows already sold out in Germany, and more coming up. You know,
Great, Udo. Thank you very much for taking the time. And
thank you very much for
enjoy
having
the
me.
show, and I will be headbanging out there.
Yes,
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.